Hello students, welcome back, and in this video lecture we are going to study Dust of Snow by Robert Frost. So this poem, it tells us about the healing power of nature, how the nature can heal a human being, its soul, its mind, and the poem by Robert Frost. Let's start with the poem. The way a crow shook down on me the dust of snow from a hemlock tree. Now, in this poem, two elements has been used. One is the crow and the other one is the hemlock tree. Okay, so both these elements, they represent negativity. Okay, हम जब crow की बात करते हैं तो हमारे mind में एक image बनती है which is negative, right? And hemlock tree is a plant or we can say a tree which is poisonous. Okay, so poison of course negativity को show करता है. तो कैसे these two elements are going to be something which will be positive for the poet. So let's see. The way a crow shook down on me the dust of snow from a hemlock tree. एक hemlock tree के ऊपर there was this crow. Now we don't know how. Maybe it flew away. Maybe it came and sat there on a branch. We don't know that. Okay, it's not mentioned in the poem. So उस crow की वजह से उस ब्रांच पे उस ट्री पे जो डस्ट ऑफ स्नो था, डस्ट ऑफ स्नो क्या है यहाँ पे? द स्नो फ्लेक्स और द स्नो पार्टिकल्स, जो बहुत छोटे छोटे स्नो पार्टिकल्स होते हैं. जो डस्ट है वो क्या है? बहुत जो छोटे छोटे स्नो पार्टिकल्स होते हैं वो. सो दे केम एंड दे फेल ऑन द पोएट. द पोएट वाज देयर अंडर द ट्री एंड वो जो डस्ट ऑफ स्नो था, जो स्नो पार्टिकल्स थे, जो स्नो फ्लेक्स थे, वो उसके पोएट के ऊपर गिरे, राइट? एंड maybe poet was in a deep thought, maybe he was thinking something or he was concentrating on that, but जैसे ही वो snow particle उसके ऊपर गिरे तो उसका जो concentration था वो break हो गया, right? So what happened after that? Has given my heart a change of mood. उस incident ने, उस एक action ने, जो स्नो पार्टिकल्स पोर्ट के ऊपर गिरे, उस एक एक्शन ने हैज गिवन माई हार्ट अ चेंज ऑफ मूड. अर्लियर इन दिस स्टैंजा पोएट का जो मूड है इट्स वेरी ग्लूमी, वेरी सैड, बहुत सैड है पोएट, बट नाउ हिज मूड हैज बीन चेंज्ड. ओके, एंड saved some part for the day I had root, or this incident whatever happened here, उसने उसके the rest of the day it was saved by that. क्यों? क्योंकि उसका मूड सडनली चेंज हो गया because of that incident. उसका मूड एकदम से चेंज हो गया and now he was not sad anymore, he was happy, he was not depressed anymore because of that incident. So by this poem we can say that small things in our life can create a huge impact. छोटी छोटी चीज़ें होती हैं लाइफ में जो हमें बहुत बड़ा इम्पैक्ट दे जाती हैं कई बार हमारी लाइफ को, और हम उन्हें नहीं समझते हैं कि ये छोटी सी एक चीज़ है जो इतना बड़ा कुछ कर देगी हमारे लिए, राइट? बिकॉज क्रो, हैमलॉक ट्री, ये कोई बहुत बड़ी चीज़ें नहीं है, ठीक है? दे आर वेरी स्मॉल एलिमेंट्स, बट उन्होंने पोइट का जो द रेस्ट ऑफ द डे दैट ही वॉज गोइंग टू उस डे को ही वॉज रूइंग दैट डे, राइट? तो वो जो बचा हुआ दिन था वो इन दोनों एलिमेंट्स ने सेव कर लिया है. ओके, सो बाय दिस पोम वी कैन अंडरस्टैंड दैट स्मॉल things can make a huge impact sometimes, and nature has this therapeutic and healing power जिससे वो human being की soul को, mind को cure कर सकती है किसी भी, मे बी वो चाहे mood हो, चाहे वो कोई फिजिकल इलनेस हो, धीरे धीरे हर चीज ठीक हो जाती है if we are close to nature. Okay, so this was the poem everyone, and let's look at the rhyme scheme. So as we can see the rhyme scheme, crow, snow दोनों rhyme कर रहे हैं, तो ये अगर ए होगा तो ये भी ए होगा, right? And me, tree. So if we say this is B, then it's also B, ठीक है? Then hard part and mood root, ठीक है? So it's A, B, A, B, C, D, C, D. Okay. Now let's look at the poetic devices that have been used in the poem. So first of all, let's take alliteration. Okay, so first one is alliteration. So do you know what alliteration is? Okay, so alliteration is when nearby words, they start with the same consonant sound. So let's see, in this stanza, saved some, nearby words and same consonant sound से start हो रहे हैं. Sir. Don't look at the alphabet, okay, look at the sound. Sir, saved some, right? So that's your alliteration here, okay? So first poetic device that we have used is alliteration, ठीक है? Next is enjambment. अच्छा, what is enjambment? Enjambment क्या होता है? Enjambment is when one line continues to the next line without any punctuation mark. हमें ऐसा लगे कि एक लाइन है but वो दूसरी लाइन में कंटिन्यू हो गई है even though the sentence has not been completed. जैसे कि has given my heart a change of mood. ऐसा लग रहा है ना कि एक सिंगल लाइन है but वो दूसरी लाइन से स्टार्ट हो गई and there is no punctuation mark as you can see, right? So that's your enjambment, okay? So the second poetic device that has been used is enjambment, ठीक है? Now let's see, one more is now what is metaphor? Do you know what metaphor is? यहाँ पे जो dust of snow है, जो dust है, वो किसको बोला है? Snow particles को, like snowflakes को, dust particles, ये जो dust है, वो किसे बोला है? Snowflakes को ना, snow particles को. So that's your metaphor here, ठीक है? कि dust क्या है यहाँ पे? Snowflakes या snow के जो छोटे छोटे particles होते हैं उसे dust बोला है, which is not exactly dust, ठीक है? Next is what is imagery? Have you ever thought कि imagery क्या होती है? See, when you read a text, when you read a poem, तो you have this picture created in your brain, है ना? एक visual आप visualize कर सकते हो उसे. Like when we read the way a crow shook down on me, the dust of snow from a hemlock tree. When you are reading this, you have this mental, you have this image that is being created in your mind कि एक ट्री है, हैमलॉक ट्री है एंड उसके ऊपर डस्ट पार्टिकल्स हैं बिकॉज स्नोफॉल हुआ है, तो फिर वहाँ पे स्नोफ्लेक्स हैं और वहाँ पे क्रो है, सो बिकॉज ऑफ दैट क्रो कुछ स्नो पार्टिकल्स पोर्ट के ऊपर गिर गए. सो यू कैन इमेजिन ऑल दैट, राइट? सो दैट्स योर इमेजरी देयर, ओके? सो वन वी टुक इज एलिट्रेशन, enjambment लिया हमने, imagery लिया है, ठीक है? Now let's take one more, symbolism. What is symbolism? So symbolism is when some elements are symbols of something. जैसे कि यहाँ पे crow और hemlock tree वो नेगेटिविटी को सिंबलाइज करते हैं इन जनरल, बट इन दिस पोम दे आर रिप्रेजेंटिंग पॉजिटिविटी, ठीक है? जैसे पोएट की लाइफ में दे हैव बीन प्रूव्ड एज समथिंग दैट इज पॉजिटिव, ओके? सो सिंबॉलिज्म यूज हुआ है यहाँ पे, जो कि हैमलॉक ट्री और क्रो जो सिंबलाइज कर रहे हैं वो किसे सिंबलाइज कर रहे हैं? पॉजिटिविटी को, एंड यूजुअली दे आर यूज्ड एज negative elements, okay? So these are the poetic devices that have been used in the poem, the main important poetic devices. Now let's see, NCERT solutions भी कर लेते हैं फिर. Let's see, first question is, what is a dust of snow? What does the poet say has changed his mood? How has the poet's mood changed? Now we have several questions in one question, so let's answer them one by one. What is dust of snow? So as you know, I have already told you कि dust of snow क्या है यहाँ पे? Snow particles या फिर जो छोटे छोटे particles होते हैं snow के, those are called the dust of snow, okay? And the next question is, what does the poet say has changed his mood? क्या है यहाँ पे जिसने poet का mood change कर दिया? The falling of that dust, that snow particles on him जो कि किसने किए थे? The crow. Okay, so that has changed his mood completely. How has the poet's mood changed? So the poet's mood have been changed from sad to happy because of that. Okay. Let's see, next question is, how does Frost present nature in this poem? The following questions may help you to think of the answer. Okay, so there are few questions. Let's look at the first question. What are the birds that are usually named in poems? Do you think crow is often mentioned in poems? What images come to your mind when you think of a crow? Now, usually crow is not used in the poems because poets usually use birds like peacocks, parrots, cuckoo, manas. Usually these birds are used in poems, but Frost has used a completely different bird, which is a crow, and he has used crow to symbolize his mood, because crow being black in color, and it's a symbol of bad omen, right? So that's why Robert Frost has used crow instead of any of these birds. Okay. Next question. Again, what is a hemlock tree? So as I've already told you, a hemlock tree is a poisonous plant or maybe tree with small white flowers. जिसके क्या होते हैं? Small छोटे-छोटे white flowers होते हैं और एक poisonous tree होता है. Why doesn't the poet write about more beautiful trees such as maple, oak, pine? Why is he not using all these beautiful trees out there? Because he wants to, represent his mood and feelings. उसकी mood और जो feelings हैं, he wants to represent that. Okay, so that's why he has not used all these, oak and maple and pine. Instead of that, he has used a hemlock tree. Next question is, what do the crow and hemlock represent, joy or sorrow? Obviously, as we know, sorrow को represent कर रहे हैं वो यहाँ पे, है ना? Represent sorrow and depression felt by the poet in this materialistic world. ठीक है, he is very sad and he is very depressed in this world. The dust of snow is a symbol of natural joy and energy. जो dust of snow है वो क्या कर रही है? उसने poet का completely mood change कर दिया. ठीक है, because it's representing joy and energy here. Okay, so these were the NCERT solutions, everyone. I hope these answers are going to help you in preparing in your examination. When your board exams come, do watch this video again, and it will be a quick revision for you. Okay, so thank you for watching, and we'll meet in our next lecture.